Have you ever wondered why your resume isn't getting noticed by recruiters despite having the right qualifications? Friends, it's not just about what you write, but how you write it. In this video, we are diving deep into the art of resume building and help you create an impactful resume that stands out and lands you those crucial interviews. Welcome back to Wisdom Loom. And today we are going to decode one of the most important career document, and that's your resume. This video will guide you through creating an ATS friendly resume, structuring it effectively, and enhancing your resume content with impactful elements. So let's look into these critical elements in detail and understand why they matter. Number one element is understanding ATS friendly resumes. In today's digital landscape, most of the companies use Applicant Tracking Systems, ATS, to streamline their recruitment process. An ATS friendly resume is crucial because ATS scans and validates your resume before it is cleared for a human recruiter to assess your profile. ATS looks for keywords and standard formatting to identify suitable candidates for the job specific descriptions as the recruiters feed these requirements into the ATS. Well, guys, you must know that if your resume isn't optimized for ATS, it may never be seen by an actual recruiter, no matter how qualified you are, and it will just not cut it. Did you know that 75% of the large companies use ATS to filter resumes? Yes, you heard me right. Using simple layouts, standard fonts, and relevant keywords from the job description can significantly increase chances of your resume to be ATS compliant and be recommended to be seen by the human eyes. You must use standard section headings like experience, education, and skills, and make sure you go through the JD or the job description at least 2 to 3 times to get a full grasp of the role and expectations of the role mentioned in the JD. Once you have the understanding of the JD, you must include only the relevant keywords from the job description. Even if it means to customize your resume for every job application, do it. Let me assure you, it's worth the effort. Use a clean and simple layout with standard fonts like Arial, Calibri, or Times New Roman. Let me give you a tip to make your life simple. You can use a website called JobScan to get free ATS friendly resume templates. This can be used for both executive and management level positions. Well, anyways, a word of caution as well. Here, you must avoid using any fancy graphs or images. Also, I would suggest you to stay away from unusual fonts and creative formatting. Don't use tables or columns as they can confuse the ATS software. Another important point to keep in mind is using keywords. That is essential here. The keywords are basically requirements that are mentioned in the job description. Let me give you an example. If there is a requirement of advanced Excel skills or data analysis in a specific JD, then your resume should have related keywords to improve your resume's chances to be cleared by ATS. Well, here is another tip. You can even go ahead and use an online tool called Skillsyncer. It's a pretty simple tool, and you need to upload your resume and job profile document, and it will list out all the keywords that you require. It's really important that you keep it simple, concise to enable ATS to clear your resume for further screening. Second element is structuring your resume. A well-structured resume can make all the difference. Now let's first start by looking at some specifics that are required for freshers. Mention your correct contact information like name, phone number, email ID and avoid using casual personal email IDs. Well, that's a common mistake to avoid. Preferably, you can use your name or your initials. And well, another big one that you must also add is your LinkedIn profile link in your resume and put it next to your contact information. Your LinkedIn profile is your digital business card that should always be up to date. Friends, I have made a separate video on cracking the LinkedIn secrets and how to ace your professional networking game. Do watch it to level up your LinkedIn game. So, as a fresher, how do you structure your resume? Your resume structure should have number one, an objective statement, a concise summary of your career goals. This should be brief and kept specific to only next 3 to 5 years in mind, as it helps the reviewer to relate better to your current mindset and your aspirations. Number two is education. List your degrees, name of institutions, and graduation year and month. Okay, moving on. The other element is skills. You must highlight your relevant skills to the job that you have applied for. Your skills mentioned in the resume should resonate well with your hiring manager. Like I shared earlier, the ATS system will also filter your resume based on skills mentioned and how well these skills relate to the JD. Okay, next that we need to consider is the projects, internships, work experience. As a fresher, you must focus on this section as it gives a flavor of your real-time experience. Research articles, research internships, technical assistance, freelancing, or participation in hackathons, etc. You must include any academic or personal project that you would have done or internships that showcase your true skills and ability to demonstrate your capability with a mindset that the recruiter is looking for. Do mention a brief summary of your academic projects and what skills you've applied in these projects. Let's take an example of a computer engineering graduate who can mention about specific internship experience, like say a bot implementation for a particular use case or a problem that they were able to solve. Also, do mention the outcome of the project along with recognition or acknowledgement that you would have received. Here, you should share high-level bullet points and support them with data to substantiate the outcome or the result. For example, you can mention the project name and the result in, say, a X percentage improvement in quality or customer experience. Now, let's switch this for experienced professionals. While information like your name, contact number, email, LinkedIn profile will remain the same, but here you must lay special emphasis on your professional summary. And I want you to pay attention to this point. This is where you articulate brief overview of your existing experience and the key skills. Now, this is your shout out section where you must write a brief summary of your role, responsibilities, contributions, recognitions, and achievements. Also, keep in mind you should be able to smartly correlate your current professional experience, roles, and responsibilities with your future aspired position. Do mention your key deliverables and achievements. These achievements must be quantified and backed with data points. Well, let's take another example. You mention the value you've delivered in terms of improvement of performance metrics, or another one could be process engineering and initiatives that you may have taken which would have resulted in benefits and value addition for the organization or your customer. Guys, such hard hitting numbers resonate very well with the recruiters or your future employers. This, my friends, should just do enough to validate your capability and further cement your credibility. Another example I can think of, say, if you were able to deliver high sales conversion or quality outcomes, you must elaborate these outcomes with specific numbers or data. And what was the larger impact created with this performance to your unit or, say, your customer? In the corporate terminology, this is referred as a business value addition. Bear in mind that your articulation should be crisp and to the point. No stories, please. Like I mentioned earlier, this kind of information is critical, and in your experience section will give the evaluator a better picture of your expertise and credibility. And yes, this will further help in your future screening rounds as well and improve your chances to be called for personal interviews. You must understand that this kind of an information recruiters or your future managers are looking for. In work experience section, list your roles in reverse chronological order. This means the most recent experience should come first. Emphasize on your achievements and responsibilities under each role that you have managed. Mention your key skills, be it technical or soft skills that were applied. And in education section, include your relevant information as far as education is concerned, along with your professional certifications. And of course, you can feel free to add information about your publications, any patents that you may have, volunteer work, language proficiency, extracurricular activities, conferences or courses that you may have attended, any special hobbies that you can talk about. Another useful tip here, it's important to use bullet points and start each point with an action verb like I led, I managed, developed. This adds an element of ownership and responsibility to your persona. Again, a reminder, you must spend additional time on enhancing high impact information, or say the key differentiators in your resume. Well, quantify achievements, use numbers, demonstrate the impact that you created. The examples is what we have already discussed about earlier. Use action verbs. Start each bullet point with strong verbs. Tailor your resume, customize your resume as per the job application. Finally, keep it concise, stick to 1 or 2 pages maximum, and focus only on the relevant information. Okay, now it's time for our bonus tip. Well, friends, you must learn to leverage AI tools like ChatGPT to craft an impactful resume. Here are 3 key tasks that you must get from ChatGPT to further improve your resume content. You must use a simple hack with these 3 actions and prompts that I will share. First, ask ChatGPT for resume samples. You can request tailor-made samples based on your industry and the role. Second, get feedback on your resume. Paste your current resume into ChatGPT and ask for feedback on how to improve it. Number 3, generate job-specific keywords. Ask ChatGPT to identify important keywords from a job description to include in your resume. Friends, you must know that according to a recent survey, 58% of job seekers who used AI tools for resume building reported higher response rates from the employers. Well, as I conclude, I would like to leave you with this message that building an effective resume is super crucial art that you must master. Well, in today's competitive job market, this is a must. Follow these tips and ensure your resume stands out and lands you those interviews and gets you the dream opportunities. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Wisdom Loom for more career and growth advice. And don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notified about our latest videos. See you next time. All the very best.